So I just got done watching Monday Night Raw, and the show started out with a supposed champion versus champion rematch from last Tuesday's SmackDown. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, world champion versus world champion. But Jericho interrupts it and comes out, and I love the moment between Jericho and Punk. I've been waiting for them to verbally go at it seriously, like a good amount of time. They went on for like 20 minutes, and I loved it. I love seeing them go back and forth. I love seeing Jericho talk about everything about, you know, he thinks Punk is a wannabe, stole all the stuff from him, and I feel like some of that he really believes. I think some of this is real, and I liked what Punk said to him, because Punk had a really good point by saying that, you know, I basically came up the same way you did. I've been in every promotion. I came up. No one wanted me to be world champion, but I did it, and I did it better than you did, which he's kind of right. The champion versus champion match. Lauren Nice and Dana Long was out there, and the match was good, but they pretty much did the same ending, actually a worse ending than the SmackDown match did. And it's like, well, what's the point of having this rematch if you're just going to have a shittier ending than the match last time? But, I mean, it's their excuse to have the champion versus champion type match. Probably make the champions look good going into WrestleMania. I did like the interaction of like Sheamus getting involved, and then Jericho attacking Punk afterwards. It's some nice build up for the WrestleMania matches. It's getting me really excited for both of those world title matches. I don't really know where they're trying to go with the Laurinaitis Theodore Long stuff about who's going to be the GM. And the board of directors, I guess, have some type of announcement. So we'll see what that is. Then John Cena defeats The Miz, which was a rematch from last year's WrestleMania main event. And that match kind of went by quick, you know. The Miz, I mean, it's like they try to make The Miz still look somewhat credible in these high-profile matches every week, but he's lost every single time. So how much longer can he have these main event type matches without people saying, all right, dude, you're back to being a joke? There was a triple threat tag team title match, which was pretty cool. Primo and Epico versus Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler versus R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. I liked it. I like seeing some emphasis on the tag team division, even though I don't really care for Dolph Ziggler being in the tag team division. I think Dolph, he just came off of being in the main event for the world title on like 2 straight pay-per-views. Why is he now downgraded to a tag team? You could just put him in a feud with someone or something. I don't know. I just feel like every time Dolph is about to reach that next level, they kind of shove him aside for like WrestleMania season. Same thing happened last year. Almost the same exact thing happened last year. He feuded with Edge for the world title, and then WrestleMania he was in the 6-person tag match with fucking Snooki. After the tag match, Kane returned, which was cool because I was wondering how long they would keep Kane off TV. I was hoping he wouldn't miss WrestleMania, but he came back. He chokeslammed pretty much everyone, and I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know who he's going to go after going into WrestleMania. I hope he has a WrestleMania match. We'll see. And Eve Torres came out to, I guess, explain herself. And this actually surprised me, seeing her being really cocky, being really, you know, I guess truthful about how most women act, you know. They realize how good they look. She knows how good she looks, and she's going to use it to her advantage. And she says guys follow her. And, I mean, she's hot. I can't deny it. She's insanely hot. And would I let her use me? I'd like to think I'm better than that and say no, but honestly, if she was right in front of me and she was saying, hey, I just might bark. I don't know. And then the moment backstage with Eve and Kelly was interesting. There's kind of some type of thing going on where Eve didn't even care to respond to her. Kelly was like, hey, we used to be best friends, now you just ignore me. And Eve just laughed in her face and left, and I actually found that interesting. I wonder if they plan on some feud there or what. Then you had another tag match. Sheamus and Big Show beat Mark Henry and Cody Rhodes. That was a quick match. That was mostly just to further the Big Show Cody Rhodes feud, which I like that Cody Rhodes is showing these WrestleMania moments with Big Show. It's kind of reminding you how bad Big Show's WrestleMania, I guess you can call it streak, even though it's a losing streak, has been. The Floyd Mayweather match. And Sheamus beat Mark Henry. Then you had probably the best segment of the night. The Rock came out, and you were expecting, or at least I was expecting, okay, Rock's just going to talk trash like he usually does. But this was pretty cool to see. Just whenever the fans are that interested in anything is awesome. And I've loved The Rock ever since, what, 1998, when I first really started to really get into wrestling. So whenever he comes back, I love it. And I'm actually on his side, because I never, when he first came back and said, I'm back and I'm never leaving, I never thought he'd be there every week. I don't know where this whole, oh, he's not here every week thing came from. I knew what he meant. I knew that he meant that he'd stick around as far as making appearances every once in a while. He meant he'll do that for good. He won't have that 7-year gap that he had. I don't know. I think Cena's just using that to try and get people to boo him, but it's not working. Cena came out to interrupt him and try to make some points, which I don't even know how accurate some of them were, but something pissed Rock off, because Rock got in his face and looked like he wanted to really punch him in the face. And it seems like their hatred for each other is very real. It's a lot, like maybe it started out joking around, but I think especially at this point, there's some real hate there, especially on Rock's part. I think Rock really does think John Cena's a bitch and thinks he's a pussy for just being all talk, but when it comes to like straight up, Cena's always the one to walk away. I would say that the Jericho-Punk match is my most anticipated match for WrestleMania. But with the Hell in a Cell match, why not take on Triple H, and with Rock and Cena getting even more heated up, WrestleMania is going to be one hell of a show. We do need more matches made, but so far, I'm pretty happy. So, thanks for watching, guys. Later.